Hi, welcome back. It's Mistress Wendy. I'm here to transmute some energy, actually. Okay, so here's the thing. I had a long conversation with someone of a different generation about the generational divide. And it seems like those drastically older don't seem to get how to get past the truth. It's especially in a spot where, especially in America right now, our whole entire systems are being uprooted and everyone wants to cling to some sort of safety and some sort of safety net, but it was a faulty foundation. You can't build on a faulty foundation. Like, you can, but it's going to fall eventually, and that's kind of what we're seeing, because in essence, like, our entire country was built off of either not paying a certain group of people or paying them only at partial wages. And yeah, he has something to say. There you go, buddy. All right, get out of the way. Anywho, but it was a really interesting conversation, because it's not that their generation, those like 60 and above, they don't have anything to compare it to. And technology is something that they're not adapt to. So they don't get to find all of the information that we get to find all of the time. And then when they're told that information, it doesn't seem to be, because it's coming from someone younger, it seems to be disregarded. That being said, I also think that younger generations have completely and utterly neglected older generations and their experience. I think that if you talk to quite a few of those who created the civil rights movement, those who really did the work over the years, not those who, caved to Citizens United and just tried to make as much money as possible and make sure that their retirement was fluffy and that they have 3 retirement homes and all that kind of nonsense. That's just some bullshit. But in all essence, it's just, there's a misunderstanding and a miscommunication across generations right now that could be solved on both sides by listening. Biggie boy, what are you doing? Dude. Oh. Anyways, so when I came across someone who I highly respected, who still had these ideals, and I had thought that, someone who was extremely progressive in my eyes would have come to the natural ideas that, like, capitalism is really a badly organized system and it only works for a few, not the masses. And they just couldn't understand that concept because of it being the only thing that they knew their entire life. And so we can learn from those experiences about how to rebuild properly. But they have to learn from those experiences how not to cave into pressure of what others tell them to do. Like, they have to everyone has to be educated enough by listening to the elders and the experience of the elders to make informed decisions. And then all history that is retrieved through technology needs to be relayed properly to those who are not as capable of understanding it. And I think that's how we bridge this divide between generations. But I could be wrong. We could always be wrong, and free will's a thing. So Those are my random thoughts for today on generational divide because it was a really important conversation. At first, I was kind of anxious about it, but in the end, I really, really wanted to use that energy to see different points of view because, like, there's always someone who lived a different experience. And if you don't listen to that experience first before making judgments, then you'll never be able to bridge the gap that we need to make a full-on community work for us. Have a beautiful day. Thanks for listening. Bye-bye.